For Econ 1 AQA, you get a choice if you want to answer context 1 or context 2. Context 1 is all about free school meals, and context 2 is about commodity prices. I will go through both of these and they'll be available on this website. So, context 1 is about free school meals, and question 21 asks you to define the term externalities. An externality is anything that is produced in consumption or production that is received in production or consumption, often by an unwilling free rider. These externalities can be positive or negative. An example of a positive externality is education. An example of a negative externality would be a factory that produces a good that causes pollution, and this pollution could pollute a river, pollute the air, pollute the atmosphere. So there's positive and negative externalities. Okay, so that's question 21 answered. Now we go on to question 22. In extract B, line 2 states that spending on food by low-income families forms a significant part of their total weekly spend. Calculate the income elasticity of demand for food if an increase in income from 25 to 30,000 leads to an increase in quantity demanded by 10%. To work out the income elasticity of demand, we use the formula percentage change in quantity demanded percentage change, the triangle just indicates change, divided by percentage change in income. So, in order to work out our percentage change in quantity demand, so our percentage change is already given. So it's 10% divided by the percentage change in income. So in order to work out the percentage change in income, we do the new income, which is £30,000, minus the old income, which is £25,000, and then we divide it by the old income, which was £25,000, and then we times this by 100. This gives you a value of 20%. So it's 10%, which is the increase in quantity demanded, over 20%, which is the increase in income, which gives us a value of 0.5. The question doesn't ask this, but I think it's good to go into a little bit more detail, not when you're answering the question, but just for me who is explaining it. A positive value for cross elasticity of demand means that as income rises, the consumption of this good increases. So as these individuals' income rise from 25 to 30,000, the increase in quantity demanded of this good rises. However, because it is a value of less than 1, it means that this good is a normal necessity. It means that it's a normal good, but it doesn't increase by the same amount of the income increase. If the value of cross elasticity of demand was greater than 1, then it would mean that it's a normal luxury. That would mean that as your income rises, your consumption of this good rises by a greater proportion than the rise in income. So it's just good to know that. Also, if the value of cross elasticity of demand was negative, then it would mean that as income increases, the demand for the good would fall. This would be known as an inferior good, and some cheap food is an example.